Okay, so I opened up the window so we could get a little bit more light. See what it looks like in the light time. Daytime, light time, not vampire time. Gonna have to cut this out. Hold on a second. Alright, so there we go. Quickly got the scissors. Now I got the saber out. Okay, this time I took the last one I got. Let's put it this way, I got 3 entirely different blades now. This one came with a 24-inch mid-grade ultra edge. That's what I got with this one. And the other one, I got a grab bag mid-grade, just regular. And then I really like this hilt. Just holding it. Anyways, there's the hole in the bottom. A lot of people wondering about that, especially me. That is a big hole. You can clearly see the speaker, but it's so far up there, and it is kind of, I guess it's pressed up in there, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I got 3 different blades. I got a 36-inch ultra edge mid-grade. I've got 24-inch mid-grade, which is the brightest by far, especially for red and orange and green. And then this one is the 24-inch mid-grade ultra edge. So this one's not quite as bright as the other 24-inch. Let's go ahead and fire it up, I guess. Wow. That's pretty loud. That was too loud. Not as loud as I thought it'd be. Especially since the speaker is more or less exposed. This is an Adigan silver. That looks really good in the thing. Now look at it in the TV. And that's what it really looks like. It's a big bright white lightsaber bulb or whatever. Looks like a fluorescent light, actually. There's all the sound effects. You gotta really shake it hard to get it to do the clash sound. It's really hard. Yeah, to me, I'm just gonna say on the camera it does show up maybe a little bit of purple, but you don't see. To me, it looks like a white light bulb, like a fluorescent light. It looks better on camera though. So you definitely need to put some color things in, and I'm going to show you that next. I got the windows. As you can see, the windows on the end are all lit up. Doesn't look like the speaker's going to fall out. I'm not going to test that right now, but to do that sound, you just push the button. You really push the button, and then to turn it off, you actually got to hold down the button for a few seconds. Alright, now let's show you these color discs. I was amazed at how small these are. They're literally like almost exactly the size of a nickel. Okay. So I'm going to get these out. I'm going to show you how to undo the blade, and then I will put some of these in, and we'll see what the color change feature looks like. Okay, so here's a little booklet that comes with the Ultrasaber. It says thank you for choosing Ultrasaber. Whatever. And standard battery setup just tells you how to brand new alkaline batteries. Make sure they're fully charged, rechargeables, lithium ion. Anyway, it just tells you how to use it if you don't know how to do the battery setup and stuff like that. Somebody got another one of these in another video, and it's like tells you how to do all the sounds. But this is an obsidian light, so I guess that means there's no extra sound features that I know of. All the sounds are the ones I already showed you. Here's the retention screwdriver, and so the color discs come in a little bitty bag of their own inside of this bag, which is good. Slide around everywhere. Okay, so pull out a couple of these. Wait, I'll show you how to take off the blade first. Okay, so the retention screw, it goes right, where do you go? There, in the middle, right above that little window. That's the only one on this one. The other initiate that I had, I'm not sure this will combine with my other initiate. No, I don't. Looks like it might be a tiny bit bigger, because I think it has to be to put the sound. As far as the details on the handle, the hilt, it looks really good. Feels good. Feels a little bit thicker, heavier, or a little bit weight to it than the other initiate, the regular one, the V2. This is a V4. So I actually like this one better, like instantly. Just the way it feels. So I showed you the screw. I'm gonna do it real quick. Okay, got this out. You can see there's only one little tiny mark where the screw went. It's really easy to get out. I only twist it a little bit. And this looks like a new blade. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. No real defects, I guess. I still think the tips could be a little bit better, because they do lose color in the tip around it. Maybe someday they just make it one piece. That'd be nice. Okay, now I'm gonna pop these little color things in. Okay, it took a second to get all these color discs out. I had to cut it with scissors. I thought they're supposed to be 12. Sometimes you get 11. I'm looking at it, I don't see a red. Got 2 purples, 2 pinks, 2 greens, 1 dark green, 1 medium green, 1 like indigo blue, dark blue, orange and yellow. There's only 10. Email them and see if they send me some red ones. I've seen lots of these videos, and I think there's supposed to be some red ones. So I want to pop in some of these. And as far as the hilt, once you get this off, once you get the saber off, that's all you gotta do. And it's kind of a long way down there, but pop in a couple discs, and that's all you gotta do. Okay, here we go. I just put in one. This is just one. I'm not gonna do the screw overs, that way I can pull them in and out real quick, show you all the different colors. To me this kind of looked like a pink, maybe red. I don't even know. It was kind of like a darker pink of the. See, there's where they were. So it's the one that's missing right there by the purple. Like, anyway, wow. I guess it's orange. So I guess that's supposed to be gold, maybe? I'll do a comparison video later on where I'll do the different blades, but so you look at it in the TV reflection. That's what it really looks like. Not the sci-fi version that you're seeing in front of the camera. But yeah, I've heard a lot of things about these, like never put just one, it won't work, you gotta put 2 or more. To me this looks like Gatorade. This looks like regular Gatorade. It's orange. So let's try the next color. Pause, just a minute. Alright, so I noticed that was the red one. And so I guess they are right about one thing. As far as the red, it's very hard to get, so you're going to have to combine it with something else. I think purple or pink or something, and it turns red. But that was red, and it looked orange clearly. So here's the next one I put in. It's kind of a goldish orange looking disc. So, ooh. Okay, so that's yellow. Wow, that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, look at the TV. And you can see that it's kind of a goldish color. It looks green though, a little bit on camera. I don't know why. But that's why I got the TV set up like that, so you guys can see what it really looks like. So that's basically the color I would think it was going to be just by looking at it, like a yellowish. That's amazing how closer I get to it, the more it looks like Luke's saber in Return of the Jedi. It's green. That doesn't do a whole lot of good putting it up to the camera, but anyway, it's like a kind of a, like the Gatorade one, like the orange one, but not nearly as orange, it's more yellow. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so if you watched my last video, I showed you the bottom of the blade. Actually, when I was putting it in just now, I saw a lot of glue on the bottom. But it doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter, affect the color. Wow. Okay, so that looks even more like Return of the Jedi on the screen. It's more greenish. You go on the TV, it's kind of a yellow green. It kind of looks like Ahsoka, a lot like Ahsoka. It's very yellow, like a yellow green. Linamine. So you pull a blade in and out a lot. Kind of, there's little scratches on it too, I think. But I don't think it's gonna matter because it's down there where the windows are. Plus, I gotta see these for myself anyways, eventually. So that was the yellow color disc. That was just a regular yellow, the yellowish one. And there it is right there, the bottom. Every time you do this, it's in the bottom of the saber. Just shake it out. Or just pull it out with your hand. It's getting feeling yummy. Okay, so there are the 3 I've tried so far. The red, the orange, and the yellow. So the red looks like Gatorade, I guess. The orange, which doesn't make a lot of sense. The orange looks like yellowish orange, and then the yellow looks like yellow green. And now I'll try the dark blue. Okay, so ooh, that looks good. That's my friend. That looks really good on the screen. That's the blue. That's the dark blue. You see it in the TV. It's a light blue. This looks like Luke Skywalker's from what do you call it? Kind of like a watered down pastel blue, like a sky blue, actually. Indigo, I think is what it's called. It looks like the sky on a really nice day. So far, I'm really happy with this. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the colors suck," blah blah blah. They don't. I don't think so. I like the different colors. That's the best part about this saber is you have as many colors as you can think of. You know, put little patches in there, the Lee patches or whatever, or the color discs. They work just as good. You know, just different color for a different thing. Alright, so yeah, I like that. That might be my default color for this blade so far. Looks really good on the video, or like so. But yeah, it might be a little too bright. Might want to maybe mix it in with something else, make it a little darker. I don't know how good it'll show up in the daylight, being that kind of a blue. But I'll try it. Let's try the next color. Yeah, so far every time I pulled this out, the disc has been stuck on the bottom of the blade, which is, to me, that's 100% perfectly fine because it makes it that much easier. Just barely touch it and it falls off. Okay, so here's the lighter of the two greens. And that's probably exactly what you should expect. Look in the TV there. It kind of looks blue on the TV, actually. Well, in the video, but I think the further away you are from it, the more accurate it looks. Yeah. So this, I would call this like a, it's a shade of green. It's kind of like that other one I showed you. The yellow, or the yellow, like the Ahsoka one. But it's not, it doesn't have any real yellow to it. It's kind of like a whitish green. The other Ahsoka one has like a yellow green, more yellow and green mixed together. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I notice the saber gets a little warm too. Or maybe that's just because it's hot. Summer. Alright, looking at TV. This would be, this is the darker green of the two greens. It's a lot like the other one, but it's darker. So like I said, it kind of got a little bit more blue in it, but it's green. These are all kind of pastel-y because, yeah, I guess really do need more than one disc to get a real sick looking color. I don't know, it shows up on camera, it looks a little bit blue. Guardian blue, maybe. Alright, so here's the lighter blue of the two blue discs. This one's practically clear, almost. And look at the TV. Looks pretty much white. This has kind of a silver in the video. Maybe a little bit silver, but I really do not for the most part, that one basically here's what it looks like. It's on the bottom. By itself, it really, doesn't produce any kind of color. Nothing noticeable. Okay, so here's the two purples on your right, and then there's a pink. I don't really see any difference between these two purples. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. There is a difference. It's very slight. Maybe one might be a tiny little shade darker. Or maybe they included two purples to make a good purple, since you kind of need two to make some colors. Alright, so here it is. Wow. Oh wow, that's even weirder. Okay, so what you're seeing like in front of the camera, it looks like blue. But what I'm seeing with my eyes is purple. See both of them in the camera. It looks purple on the TV, but for some reason it's not showing up purple on the video. But it is purple. It's kind of a maybe even a little bit of pink-ish to it. Let's see, like a fluctuation in the color. You know that when a light is on, especially here, that might be because of the batteries. These are default batteries that are already inside of it. And when a light comes on, part of the reason why these don't show up on camera as, you know, just light up bulbs, which is what they really are, and they look like real, you know, from the movie. Part of the reason why that is because when you turn on a light bulb, it's not just turning on. It's not just on, off. In reality, any kind of light, whether it's a flashlight, a light bulb, there's alternating current, like AC, you know, direct current, but it really is alternating current. That if you were to buy a strobe light, where that, you know, you intentionally see the light, you know, flash in a particular pattern, that strobe light is actually got an electric filter or electric thing where it makes it where you can see the light pattern slowed down. That's actually what that is. It's slowing the pattern down so you can see it, because in reality a light bulb does not just turn on and off. It's flashing literally like millions of times per second or whatever, and that's actually what you see. That's one of the reasons why digital cameras don't pick up light very well. Wow, that was like a delayed clash there. Oh, I did the clash thing. If you make contact with this, it clashes. So I guess the sensitivity is you actually have to hit it on something. You gotta hit it pretty good. This looks maybe pretty much exactly the same as the other, and maybe a little tiny bit pinker. This looks more like pink, like a light shade of pink. This is the one that, you know, looked like the other purple one. Okay. We got one more color disc left to go by itself, and that actually is the hot pink looking one. And got it in there, and I just gotta put in the blade. I'm gonna put it in where the screw mark is. Okay. Wow. Okay, as far as hot pink goes, that's exactly what this is. Looks like it's kind of, yeah, you might get a little bit of it. Yeah, if you look at the floor, you can see that it's pink. It's like a little pinkish, I guess, in here. Look at the TV. If you're a girl, if you're a little girl, you want a lightsaber, this is a perfect selling point. This is bubblegum, like fluorescent pink. Every girl's dream come true right here. You want to be a girl Jedi. Supposedly you put this one in with the red one and it becomes a good red, like a Darth Vader red. Yeah, so... Yeah. So if you want to buy a lightsaber for your girlfriend, get Atigan Silver, color discs, she will love that. That's pink as pink, you know, it could be. It's a real thick, good pink. It's not pastel or disappears. That's good, solid pink. And now I'm going to put in the red one. I'm not sure if it matters which way you do it. Red first, pink first. So I put the red one in there. It's already down there. Pink one next. That's how I saw him do it before. Supposedly I could dim it a little bit because you're putting two filters on top of the lead. But if it makes it a good red. Ooh. As far as red goes, no. Remember that Gatorade I was telling you about? You look at there. Gatorade orange. It's definitely that Gatorade orange. This is way thicker. Real deep, dark. Well, not dark, but very dark Gatorade orange. Actually, looks pretty much right on there. On the video itself, it looks pretty accurate. The orange part. Okay, this time I left in the hot pink, turned up, took off the red. Oh wait, I left in the red. Took out the hot pink, put in the purple. This is a dark orange again. So, and I'm trying to make a red. And I do know from previous things that the red is by far the hardest one to make. So red and purple make orange. Let's see what red and blue make. The dark blue, I think, or a blue. Let's see. That color. It looks like a... Oh wow, that one's so dim you can barely see it on the TV. It is dim. It's like the Gatorade orange again, but like watered down Gatorade. That's all I can really call it. Kind of a gold, amber, like an orangish yellow. Maybe a Plo Koon color, maybe. And I think it bounces, the light might bounce like that because it's got filters in it. So another thing, I was watching a video today. This guy was talking about how he builds and customizes sabers that he buys from all the different vendors. And he said one thing he noticed is the majority of the companies don't put some kind of like putty stuff on the leads, because supposedly the leads get really hot and they should need it, you know, so they don't burn out, or I don't know. But he says that's the first thing he does. He opens it up. If there's no putty stuff, he puts that on there. And I just noticed when I was pulling out the collar disc, when I peeled it off the bottom of the blade, it was hot. And I was thinking for a second, if this thing was on for a long time, could it melt? Because these things are really, really thin. Or if you were to put a paper one in there, could it ignite or disintegrate? I'm not really sure. That might be because, I don't know, maybe you got to make sure. Maybe that's why there's such a big hole in the bottom, to cool it off. Because when I'm going back and forth, I'm putting this, you know, putting it in between my legs on the chair, so I might be heating it up. And so you probably want to keep this thing well air conditioned. As far as don't block up the vents. And in the future, I'll let you know if I have any problems with the discs melting. I would hope not, because that might be hard to. I wouldn't even know what to do. Scrape that off. I hope they don't melt. Or maybe that's because you're putting 2 on each one. I mean, this is just a 24-inch blade, so this isn't even a heavy grade blade. This is the lighter one. So as far as the red goes, I'm going to say I didn't try red and green or red and yellow or red and orange. Actually, I think red and orange. No, he said red and pink, I think. But I said red's the hardest one to get. I'm going to agree with that. Basically, I personally don't see any way to make a red. Just orange, hot pink, and bright pink. But as far as red, I'm not gonna think that that's gonna be possible. So if you buy a black saber and you get it out against silver, hoping that you can make it red along with blue and green and everything else, I'm going to probably say don't do that. If you want to get a red one, get a red one, or get the RGB, red, green, blue color switch thing, or even the Emerald Saber, where you can make it any color you want, but the Emerald Sabers are obviously the most expensive. But they also come with the most kicks for free, like free cover tech wheel, which I've never got. I always figured if I needed something to clip, I'd just drill a hole in a clip and make a D-ring, like in the movies. This one is a blue and purple. The dark blue and the purple. This looks like see these two together on the screen. It looks it's not sky blue like it was before without the purple in it. It's blue. Kind of I'm not sure what you would call it really. It's a blue and a purple mixed together. It's kind of like a light purple. What do you call that? Pastel purple. I forget the name of that. I don't even know what it's called. Whatever that word is. more purple on the bottom though. But purple at the tip. Now it looks blue in there, but it's definitely purple. Forget the name of that. My friend just told me lavender. That's it. That's exactly what it would be. Okay. Ah, there we go. This is perfect. It's like a sky blue. Wait, I don't know why it does that. It's more blue on the bottom, but it's always brighter on the bottom. Every lightsaber, no matter where you go. So that's where it starts off, and the tip, you know, because it's got the mirror in it. All right. So this would be the other one I was saying. It was like sky blue. This is like a pastel blue. It's a lot like you might want to use this color if you were to cosplay or trying to use the color of Luke from A New Hope. This would probably be the one you go with. This is the dark blue color chip and the dark green. But that's what it makes. Dark blue and dark green. It's real thick, full color. So yeah, this is probably what you go with if you're going to be Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. Now, these are probably look vastly different with a different blade. The mid-grade blade doesn't have the white in the middle. It's got silver, so it's definitely going to look different. And with the 36-inch blade, it's just going to be longer. 36-inch, the one that I have, the mid-grade Ultra Edge. So that's the one I was looking for right there, is the kind of blue. Because I wanted a Luke Skywalker blue. That's probably the one I would go with, blue and purple. Let me check to see how hot they are, if they're hot. Okay, so continuing with Luke Skywalker colors. Look in the TV, that's green right there. This is the light green and the dark green. Two different green color discs. And it is the closest of the greens that I have to, if you watch the other video of my actual green, color lead green, that's the closest it gets to, well, at least so far. I haven't tried green and yellow, but I think green and green are a bit more green. That's pretty close. So if you were if you wanted a green saber and you wanted to make different colors too, I would say that this is good enough for the green if you want green as part of your color scheme. So, and now that I know what these kind of look like, I'm kind of growing on them a little bit, but because when you swing them around, they kind of look real, and in videos they look real, but I was kind of taken aback by that. Like, what? So when I turned it on, I'm like, whoa, holy crap, that's awesome. Because it looked like in the movie, and then I looked at it in real life next to me, and I'm like, it's a glow stick. But that's kind of what they look like in the master replica versions, and they have LEDs going all the way up on them. The only real difference is that they go up and down, like ignite and turn off or whatever, power up, power down, and it looks more like the movie. But do you have the sound on here? It doesn't feel like a flashlight anymore, because you hear that, and you hear that up and down, and all that kind of stuff. Really takes away if you don't have that a lot. And I checked the color discs a minute ago. They were a little warm, but I'm leaving it on for a little while now, just to see if they get super duper hot. I think they will the longer you have it on. I think they'll get almost melting hot, but I think as long as you keep it vented, don't cover that vent. I don't think it's going to. I don't think they'll actually turn into a pool of goo or anything like that. But yeah, I like this green. It's not quite as green as my other green, but it's actually, if I think about it, this is like a pastel green, and that other green was a very neon, kind of like, how pastel pink and hot pink. That'd be the same way for the greens. So in general, I say for this purchase, I'm very, very happy. Still wish the blades looked like they did in the video, not in the real life like they do on the movies. But this video is getting long, and I'm gonna have to stop it, and then I'll do some more reviews and more colors with different blades, stuff like that. See if we can get a good red later on. My eyes are getting hurt. These things actually hurt your eyes after a while. They're so bright. So for now, like I said, overall, I'm very happy. It works very well, I guess. I'm not sure about the heating thing, if that'll be an issue, but it works. It turns on. It has many different colors to choose from. It's got the sounds, got the windows, got everything. So, and you can combine it to make it into a saber staff later on if you get the thing you put in the middle, the coupler. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.